Not back in the action here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. We're set for this game 2, 10:15 start time, and just a minute early, ready to go here.
Caught me a little off guard, Ryan.
Yeah.
I was still finishing a delicious piece of pizza there that the broadcast team
Man, there's a leadoff walk to.
is generous enough to bring to us.
Yeah, what a heck of a guy he is.
Yeah.
You don't want to be hangry in the booth. You know, you want to be
No, I hear
comfortable.
you. But then I also forgot I'm the one running the game changer here. I should have been more prepared. But here we are.
Nonetheless.
Now we got to see who's batting. Is this Colin Byers, I think?
Steal one, Stokes.
Long shots taken on the Illinois Jays here in the top of the first inning. Long shots of the away team in this contest. Already in business with the leadoff man aboard by way of the walk.
Jays are out of Lombard. An area you know pretty well there, Ryan.
Lombard, Illinois, the Lilac Village, nonetheless.
The Lilac Village? Okay.
Look it up.
Oh, I'm not doubting you. It's just impressed with the knowledge.
Oh, and 2 here.
69 miles per hour.
There you go, Kalen.
And Kalen steals second base. No outs.
Go, Colin, find a barrel. Trey goes some great coaching.
Byers up to bat.
81 miles per hour.
Strike 3 swinging. That's the first out of the inning.
Let's go, Matt.
All right. So 1 out here after that swing and a miss.
Ranger comes up to bat.
75 miles per hour.
Ranger, strong right-hander. Lifted one out in the left center in the last contest. For a leadoff double, I believe it was. Oh, that's trouble. Kalen back in safely on the pickoff attempt. It's
Pretty easily. Have to be careful out there.
strike 1 called.
Nothing.
Pickup attempt. Oh, wow. Just in under the tag. Nice play there. Offering outside.
Gives Renger a hitter's count here, 2-1. Gotta believe he's good chance he's getting a fastball here.
Two and two with one away here. That's trouble. A nice pickup attempt. The leadoff man caught in a rundown. Got him on his elbow, I guess, is the call. And that's 2 away here in the top of the first.
Could kind of see that one coming, Ryan.
Yeah,
a
I
couple
mean,
of pickoffs that were close, and Didn't seem like the pitcher had really given his hardest throw back there on those first two. So you had to think maybe tighten it up a little bit. It's one of those things you gotta learn as a base runner is learn from each play.
Full count here.
Base runners
For
too
Ranger.
valuable to give up out there. Hard enough to get on in the first place.
Well, with a big bat at home plate. Now, you would have had first and second, but you can't play that game.
Yeah, you'd like to see the first base coach do a little more to help the runner on that pickoff. That first base coach was a little bit out of his game there. Wasn't quite yell and scream. Coach Tragos.
Let's go, Rock.
Rocco Nero takes first pitch offering for a ball. Different look on the velocity here, partner. What are we seeing?
What do we got here?
75 miles per hour.
One one to count here to Nero.
78 miles per hour.
Foul and out of play. Stay on it, man. Stay on it. Come on. Two outs. Couple of beans on there for shots. Right to cash him in.
71
That long hit out in the left field. I'm sorry, center field. Hangs up for the center fielder. He squeezes. And that's going to be the third out of the inning. Pryor's, jeez, those shots come up empty after putting two on. And that's going to do it for the top of the first. You got Illinois Jays coming up in just a minute. Well, check this out, folks. We're back in the action here, and here's something you're offering just a bit wide.
73 miles per hour.
Into the dirt, skips away.
Getting comfortable with that pitching mound again, Ryan. Might take a couple pitches.
And giving his catcher a little work
He's been
out there.
consistent.
Yeah.
He's been consistent.
Deep breath, Rock. You're good.
2-0 the count.
69 miles per hour.
Broken bat. Backs up. by the catcher for the long shots, picks it up off the backstop, off the fence behind first base.
Good hustle,
And
Jay.
that's a good hustle
That
play.
was great effort there on the catcher, being in the right place at the right time, and just about got his team an out for
Go,
it.
Rock.
That last hit sounded funny off the bat. Sounded like he might even broke the bat.
Definitely got him on the handle, sawed him off. Made it a little tough on that shortstop. I think he had a little spin off the ground and rushed the throw. I think he had a little more time than he thought he had.
Ground ball here, Rock.
Runner on first for the Jays.
73 miles per hour.
Catcher doing a great job behind home plate.
Close.
Close but no cigar. 3-0 the count.
Boy.
Fires back and gets the strike call there. Nice.
Good.
Battles back for strike 2 call. Got the runner on first.
Need to
Ground
throw
ball
that
be
same one
nice.
here.
And that's a lazy pop-up out in the right field.
Double play.
Oh, and they can't come up with it.
Second base, second base.
Pick it up. They're going to throw it to 2. And they get the force out at second. So with second baseman going out and the right fielder coming in, ball falls between them both. Had the runner hung up as he
Hey, boy, Rock, you firing strikes, kid.
one away.
Yeah, it was kind
runner
of a
at first.
mess, but it ended up being what you'd hoped it would be, which is a pop out turning into an out. Just a little bit unconventional
Yeah.
on the shape of it. Now we've got a batter up, Jack Skoglund, who is a JV player at Oak Park River Forest this last
Is
year.
that right? Skoglund. Skoglund.
It's a familiar face for a few of us. Jack played 10U Eagles All-Star Travel Ball with Colin back in the day. Colin Karsgaard, my son, here on the Long Shots team. So it's a small world. He lives right a few blocks away from our house, and we got to come to Kenosha to face each other.
0-2 their count. And that one thrown back all the way to the backstop. Nero overthrew that one just a tad.
Well, if you're going to throw a ball pitch, make the most.
Take
of
no
it.
small plans. Daniel Burnham.
Hey, boy, Rock.
And gets him looking for strike 3. And that's going to be out number 2 here. The runner on second now.
Maddox just paint corner.
Yeah.
That's right. True Picasso of the pitching mound, Rocco here.
Attaboy.
First pitch strike again.
That's how you
And
get
so
it done.
this is
Strikes.
this is actually something to see here for the. Let his dad be really excited for him, nervous, one or the other. Second base on the 2 hops scoop. Oh, he's safe.
Oh,
Tough. So two soft contact shots that resulted in hits. One was an error, I believe. Second. 2 hops, the second baseman.
78 miles per hour.
Oh, he hit him. Okay, so now we were moving right along, and now all of a sudden the bases are loaded.
it looked like we were out of it, and now we're
Right back into it.
deep in the fire here. Bases loaded. Grinning Abraham, played JV ball at York High School this year.
Oh,
He also used to live in Oak Park, Illinois, and moved out to Elmhurst about 5 years ago.
do you know any of our players?
Not as well as I know these.
We got the bio on the other team, but it's pretty good stuff.
I've done my homework on these guys.
99 for Illinois
Brett,
Jays.
you got it, Rock.
Parents Tom and Jamie Abraham,
Oh, for goodness sake.
high school sweethearts.
69 miles per hour.
Ooh. First pitch foul down the line for strike one.
Renee tried to sneak one past his longtime friend Colin over at third there. Colin might want to squeeze that line a little bit. There he goes. Had to be reminded that maybe that was a good decision to do.
Get us out of it. Called by the left fielder. Puts a leather on, and that's going to do it for the inning.
Boys, let's go. Let's hit.
And with the bases loaded in the top of the bottom of the first, long shots walk away with no score here. So we move to the top of the second. It's 0-0. Now, back in the action here.
78 miles per hour. 77 miles per hour.
Good take.
76 miles per hour.
You're good. Up with two now. Battle.
Full count, 3-2 here. Chopper back to the pitcher. Nice leaping grab. Snap. All the hype on the pizza here in Kenosha. They could keep it. I'm going to bring it back to the guy that I checked in with today. First pitch offered in there for a strike.
Did you try the pepperoni or only the cheese, Ryan?
Two here.
I got a live stream pause.
80 miles per hour. 80 miles per hour.
Emergency hack there. Yeah, something's going on here with my, can adjust latency and input quality.
It would help to drop the center field camera. Go with two.
I'm just going to go to 720p.
720p. That's what I do most mornings.
Colin puts a charge in and one out in the left field. Left fielder's there to make the catch.
Go, Bryce.
Yep. No, he's back. He wouldn't miss this game for the world.
All right. Sorry, folks. We had to just do a slight adjustment.
Jamie's over there somewhere. And got a piece of the catcher there. How are you feeling, Ryan?
Well, I'm feeling like this. I feel like I'm watching a baseball game in a library, partner.
Better than the other way around, I guess.
I mean, for 4 games going on, you could hear pizza knock me down.
Looks like you got some left. You can
I'm done with it. You want that?
Maybe between innings, I'll enjoy it.
Oh, it's delicious. You should have it all.
Sounds good. Looks like you left me a third of a piece here as well.
Here you go, keep fighting.
With the pepperoni left on it.
Oh, here.
Never want to see a pepperoni wasted, Ryan.
All right. Well, Longshot's got something cooking here now. Thank you. Roberts pops that one up. Fouling out of play.
Yeah. Catherine? She's right there.
It's been
Cognizant, this guy's got some good moves.
They head on it all the way.
Roberts looking to get a piece of one out in the gap here. Gets just a piece of that one, fouls it back.
Push down and go.
I've got a little delay on my radar on the James here. There might be some sort of a technology vortex going on here.
Well placed ball in the gap here is going to score a run. There's a shot back to the pitcher. And he fields 2 in that inning and flips it over to first, and that's going to end the inning. Score 0-0 here as we move to the bottom of the 2nd inning. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, back in the action again.
I would say go for the money back, right? Because then you only go for
With the bases full of Jays in the 1st inning, Nero gets out of it and fires first pitch strike again. Yeah, it's great. That's strike 2. Finds himself on the mound and not looking too shabby.
To the list.
Just misses low. Has he? Features a cutter, a slider, 4-seamer, and a curveball that hit the bat.
Hit something. But I guess so, because the runner didn't go to first. The savvier runner just starts running to first in case.
Ball. Okay, 2-2 the count. Pop up, deep right.
To get to that one.
And out of play. You're not going to get to that one. That one's over the fence. Foul, of course. So not a lot of excitement there.
I hope it didn't hurt any fans out there in deep right field. Right?
Yeah, there's thousands down the right field line.
Hopefully there was a kid with a glove there to snag it for a souvenir.
Oh, swings through it. Strike three, and the leadoff man is down on strikes.
That was the first batter. Wants to know how many outs there were.
Slow internet detected here.
Uh-oh. Could be a long
Season. Yeah, I'll finish your sentence.
Well, you know, this is the only time we're here, I think, at this particular location, at least, other than tomorrow. Might be time for the Cares Guard broadcast. Don't know if my signal would be any better.
Yeah, I mean, we drive for over 5 hours. Yeah.
72 miles per hour.
3-0.
I got 2-0, but I may have missed one. Let's hope I
After
did.
getting a, and he gets a piece of his hip.
May have been a little statement there.
Yeah, it says if I'm going to walk him, I might as well get a piece of his ass while I'm doing it. Hip. I meant hip.
You want to keep those batters honest. Give them a few things to think about up there.
And the overcast is back here, and temperature cooling off again.
I missed that sun, Ryan. It was so comfortable the first game here. It's getting cooler instead of warmer. Usually it works the other way around.
All right, one away here, man, on first. First pitch offering just a little upstairs. One and one. Swing and strike. I don't know if the Nero's pitch count rising. 30 pitches here. It's only the second inning. All right, off the face mask. I mean, that's how you stay in front of it. Nice jump shots. Used 3 pitchers in the first game. Strike
Nice
2.
pitch.
So we got a full count here.
Yeah.
Line drive. Oh, this shortstop can't make the play. It's in and out of his glove. Slows it down enough for the left fielder to come in, scoop it up. Now the runners are on the corners here for the Jays. Got nothing really barreled up here.
That's
And on the cue, there's a 2-hopper out to left field. It's going to score a run.
famous announcer Jinx.
And now it's first and second here with 1 away. That was a costly error there. It cost a run, and that's usually how it goes. That one hit out into right field. That's going to be trouble. Fair ball. Scooped up. Here comes the throw. Throw the ball. Goes back into the pitcher. And the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Not the most conventional place to throw the ball back into.
Yeah, back into the pitcher.
Not a conventional place for the pitcher to be standing either. Looks like we're back to the top of the line here.
It's like Bowie, the leadoff hitter, for the Jays, with bases loaded and 1 out.
Would you say that Bowie floated his way to the plate? All right.
First pitch, strike. 0-1 the count. That ball hit on the ground. Infield in. It skips past the shortstop. And here comes the throw from left field. Catcher there.
In there early in the game.
1 away. There was a tailor-made double play ball if the shortstop was back. But as it was, it skipped past him.
Game Still 1-run game.
Here.
Well, Colin's been busy at third today.
Colin had a gem in the last game at third, caught a hot shot liner.
Looks pretty good. Didn't get the call.
Inside corner, framed nicely, popped onto the catcher's glove there. Partner. Free pass issue there. And now the bases are loaded.
Bases loaded here.
Go rock.
Number 10 up for the Jays. Looks like we're getting a courtesy runner over at first for Skoglund. Coming out will be number 14, Taylor.
Strike two
Another
there.
strike by Nero.
One strike two
Another
there.
strike by Nero.
One
Makes
ball,
it
2
0-2.
strikes.
Both were then.
Oh, you your contract. You're the color.
The worst thing if I lost the job. Parks with 4 fields all strung together can make these interesting for the fans, but these nets over these have really cleaned up the foul ball dangers, but they don't lead to a lot of foul pop-ups because they catch everything before a fielder's got a chance to. There.
Good spot.
Battling through this second inning here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up here in just a few minutes. Back in the action here. Yankin, center fielder up. Hits that one over to the first baseman on the ground. Squeezes it. Trots over to first, steps on the bag for out number 1. I believe that's going to bring up the 9, the catcher. Doing a great job behind home plate today. Might have caught his last one of this game. As I suspect a pitching change
Did
here.
we lose Patel to injury here? Looks like he may have hurt his left ankle. We may have to call in some reinforcement. Nash.
Fresso, even with that blazing speed, thundering down the line, can't beat it out, or does not beat it out.
Security, a little lax here at Nash Park.
Yeah.
I'd like a camera on the pitching.
That's a clean shot out in the right field. It looks like Byers gets it done with a 2-out single.
Pitch clock.
It shows up on the screen.
Oh, it does?
The pitch clock or the radar gun?
The pitch counter?
The pitch counter. We got a pitch clock. We got a pitch counter. We got a
speedometer.
Speedometer. She looks at her speedometer in the car every day.
Shot
Radar.
out to center.
She's getting closer by the guess.
Radar.
And the action here
as we work at our velo of the third. someone who racks up their numbers that way.
We're back in action here. A little conference on the mound between a little pitching change here for the long shots. Who we got on the bump there, Joel?
We got Jonah Romick on the mound now. Looks like Patel left the game with an ankle injury. Hopefully he's okay long term.
Ball hit high in the air, center field.
Rocco Nero now in left, having concluded his pitching session. I think the rest of the positions are stable. So those two.
Another pop-up first base side called.
Who caught that one? I was looking away.
Here with camera life battery life camera. Home plate camera dying on the vine right now.
69 miles per hour.
Strike three, and
Good inning, boys.
very efficient inning there by long shots. They come back in to get the sticks going. How about a little rally here? We're going to have to fire up these fans. They've come from all over, chasing 3-0. All right, here we go. Nobody on base.
82 miles per hour.
Yeah, we'll see.
77 miles.
Man, it's quickly 0-2. Two the count here. Field. Oh, at the track. Gives it a ride and comes up short.
Smoke rock.
Barreled that one. Just a long, loud out for the leadoff man for the long shots.
Go, Jonah.
Good contact. Best contact of the day there for Nero. Bam. Popped up. Drifting foul. First baseman hustling in. Makes the catch. What a play. Quickly 2 away here. And the bats haven't really turned on for these long shots players here this afternoon.
Just about caught the net on the good play by the first baseman.
To bat.
72 miles.
Check swing. Dribbler back to the mound. Tosses over, and they go 3 up, 3 down in order here in Kenosha, Wisconsin. That's going to do it. Are you back in the act? Little help. Fourth back then. Bye. as he steps into the batter's box. First offering. First offering. Count evens up in 1-1. 28-2. Efficient. He on it, and he makes a catch. He makes the on a beautiful play. And center fielder going out to his left over the shoulder. Squeezes the leather on an absolute web gem out there. He's going to want to see that one back. Oh, too bad we had the commercial on. We'll make sure we'll have to.
It's probably buffering anyway.
Yes, beautiful.
70 miles per hour.
Well, sorry, Colin. That's the play of the day so far defensively.
Oh, so much. It was a good run while they had it.
And maybe that's going to be the momentum shift that the long shots need here this morning.
69 miles per hour.
Strike.
Good pitch.
2-2 now with one away. Hot shot into the hole between short and third.
I don't know. I like Jonah, so I gave it an E6. In the spots that you want to miss. Keep it low, keep it away, keep it out of the middle of the plate.
That one fisted out in the center field. It's going to. Oh, no, that one kicks away from the center fielder. Here comes the throw to. All right, so here's what happened there. So left center fielder comes charging in, puts a glove on it, it skips away from it, picks it up, makes a nice throw to third. The play from first to second, the hitter advances. And so now it's second and third here with one out. Chopper foul.
Forward to give up many more runs here.
I got to believe they're going to turn out eventually here, partner.
Gotta believe. Our infield is corners are in.
That's a high pop fly, center field, 2 outs. Here comes the throw and the catch on the sac fly there. 4-0. Oh, that's going to do it. He's out there. Shots team was talking and chattering. I'd love to know what the coach is saying right now. I'm sorry, son. I didn't mean to tell you to go. I probably would imagine something like that.
So is that a caught stealing? Did we even throw it?
So Joel's going to figure out the game changer here, and we'll be back here as
Was he on the mound with the ball? Ready
Long
to go?
Shots Travel Teal Club
So
will
it
take
wasn't
the
the
sticks and
continuation
try to.
of the hit. Let's kick off.
Back in the action here. Check swing by Bryce.
Would we know by watching some of the rebroadcast, like the archive, whether it was? That would tell us whether it was working or not, right?
Hey, you can do that right now.
Well, I'm a little busy right now.
Well, if you're suggesting, well,
Technical brainstorming.
strike called there.
Go Bryce battle, kid.
78 miles.
Strike 3 called. The leadoff man's out on strikes. There's one away here.
Find a barrel.
I'm going to bring up Graham Roberts. Long shots. Timeout called and granted by the catcher. Excuse me, by the coach as he trots out.
The pitcher just crossed the 60 pitch mark.
That's going to do it for
That
him.
might
Looks
have
like we're going to
been-
have a pitch and change.
And that might have been all they had planned for him today was 60.
All right, we'll take a break in the action. Looks like for this pitching change, perhaps. It looks like the left fielder's coming in. Nope. Maybe he's going to come in and start warming up. No. Okay, so we'll get it figured out here in a second.
Maybe he had to go get new gloves or something.
He absolutely did. Good call, partner.
He had to get the glove with the sticky stuff in.
All right, this pitching change is going to be brought to you by, I don't know, Kenosha Pickles. Served at every, what do they call it? What's the Quickie Mart in Wisconsin?
Quick Trip?
The Quick Trip. Yes, a Quick Trip. Get yourself a hot dill pickle. Nothing more refreshing on a summer day than a warm dill pickle. All right, and we'll take a break here and be back in a sec. Back in the action here.
Square something up. Let's go, kid.
Base is empty. One away here for Graham Roberts. Looking to be the spark to ignite this team here this morning.
75 miles per hour.
Coach Rooney retired from the first base side of the game to the bench.
76 miles per hour.
I think that one's stuck in the fence. Uh-oh. Can he go 2 for 2? Oh.
Wow.
Home plate umpire.
Hit battle with 2 here.
Ball was stuck in the fence and tossed another ball up there to dislodge it. Nice curveball there against Graham swinging.
They head in.
Always helpful when you go down on strikes. Get helpful coaching from the parents on the sideline.
They love that.
It's one of their favorite things in the world.
Give me more.
That's right. The advice always well received, constructive. They take it as constructive and learn from a learning experience. Really valuing the wisdom of the elders.
And that's Yankin up there to bat. 1-1 the count, I think.
Oh, who can keep track?
Pops that one up. It looks like we've been underneath quite a bit of everything today. I haven't seen many. One hot shot by, I believe it was Renger, out in the gap, game one.
During the day, yeah. Well, we had Patel hit a line drive. Renger had the double.
There's a ground ball. Second baseman gloves it cleanly and fires over to first, and it's a wild throw past the first baseman and the hustling Yankin.
That's why you run them out and why you run them fast. You never know.
Hustling out of the box and through the bag and gets a single out of it. It's reinforcing, right? The fundamentals.
Exactly. You do realize, the second baseman does see that guy charging down the line. It does put some pressure on him. Might make him rush his throw a little bit. And that's why you hustle out.
75 miles per hour.
First pitch taken for a ball. The catcher, number 99, Fresso. And shots find themselves with runner on with 2 outs again. He takes off. He's in there safely at second. Stolen base. Yankin runs a 6'9", 60. Speedy center fielder chased down that ball deep. Would have scored at least one in the last 2 innings ago. Now he finds himself in scoring position. That ball in the dirt, and now we got runners at first and second.
All right, let's go, Colin.
And Fresso give a new name to the term walk as he literally takes a sprint down to first base. Love to see the hustle here in the second game of the day. Shortstop Bryce Paulston jumps in at first for the courtesy runner for the catcher. That one gets a piece of the umpire, it looks like.
The umpire's shaking that left arm. Got him on the arm or the shoulder there.
That's why they wear the pads.
Catcher does his duty, takes a courtesy stroll to the mound, give the umpire a chance to shake it off. Other umpire helping out, talking to the pitcher.
And that brings up Byers, the right fielder. Bats with 2 outs. Runners at first and second.
RBI hit here would be huge, Ryan. Get that first run across.
That one misses high.
Get him off the schneid.
Shots chasing 4 here at the top of the 5th inning. That one hit high in the air. Shortstop camped out underneath it. Puts the leather on it. That's going to do it for out number 3. Shots leave 2. So we move into the bottom of the 5th. It's long shots 0 and Jays 4. Back in the action here in just a few minutes. Back in the action here. What'd I miss?
Well, we had a high bouncing ground ball go over the third baseman and third base into left field for a single to lead off this inning. And now we're behind 3-0 here on the next guy. So long shots still haven't found their footing here in game 2.
Pickoff attempted first, nothing doing there. Runner back safely. Bottom of the 5th inning here. 4-0 Jays. Free pass there. Runners at first and second here to start things off with nobody out.
4-pitch walk puts him in some trouble here. 2 on, nobody out. Jack Skoglund, strong hitter at the plate. Well, good base running by the guy at second, gets third. Guy at first was sleeping a little bit. Results in first and third here. So you have to see if they have put a play on or not. Nothing doing on that one in terms of stealing second. Foul ball there makes it 1 and 2. Didn't see any sign. Oh, I don't think he's stealing. He didn't get much of a sign.
Curveball in there for ball. Look good. 2-2 the count here. Runners on the corners for the Jays. That ball hit high in the air, short center field. Oh my gosh, second baseman comes over, calls off the center fielder. Run scores on the play.
Did we not have anyone covering second there, Ryan?
Yeah, that's
odd
just
for the center fielder to try to sprint that one in. I guess the shortstop must have gone out too, looking to make the catch. Nobody at home at second.
fundamentally sloppy there. And it costs another run.
Yeah, I think Longshot's coach will have some things to work with him on after this one.
Yeah, I got to presume there's going to be a 45-minute conversation after this one. That one smoked out the center. Yankin giving chase, puts the leather
chance
on
for
it.
a double play here. Oh,
Runner back in safely. That's going to be the first out of the inning.
one out's better than none, Ryan. Take what we can get.
Speaking of getting things, I'd like to get a nap in today. Nero Pool was opened up a few weeks ago. Pool temperature over 83 degrees.
Ryan, I hear there may have been a big 50th birthday for somebody yesterday. Why don't you give a shout out?
That's right. Billy Hall turned 50 on tomorrow, I believe, is his actual birthday. Had a celebration at O'Sullivan's Public House, big sponsor, the Nero Broadcast Network.
Where would O'Sullivan's be located?
A lot of open tabs at O'Sullivan's with my name on them. Nice play by the second baseman there. Showing some range. Fires over first for out number 2.
O'Sullivan's in Forest Park.
O'Sullivan's
On
Public
Madison.
House on Madison Street in Forest Park. self-proclaimed coldest beer in town, as the marquee says out
We'll
front.
have to get a temperature estimator out there.
I've tested, evaluated,
thermometer
and
in there.
confirmed the coolers are set to the coldest temperature of all the pubs on the downtown business district.
You've tested them all. Huh?
I have, back in the early 2000s and again around 2018.
And every facility allowed you to enter and judge the temperature. A true man of the town.
Well, I went under the cloak of health inspector.
Health Inspector Nero here. A badge off of eBay.
Chopper, third baseman. Colin Kiersgaard picks it, fires it cleanly over to first for out number 3. But not after the Jays score another one here. And so the long shot's got some work to do to climb back into this one, as the score after 5 is 5-0. We'll be back in the action here in just a few minutes on the Nero Broadcast Network.
Take him out of the line.
Back in the action here at beautiful Nash Park in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Beautiful day here, upper 60s. Slight breath of a breeze. As Renger, number 32 for the long shots, Teal team steps into the batter's box.
To give a shout out to Steve Kiersgaard up in Altoona, Wisconsin. Says the stream is working well for him up there now.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. Maybe it's this overcast poison air that we're breathing in had something to do with it. Byers has the only hit today.
Yeah, it's been a quiet day at the plate for the long shots here. Time to get something started here. Try and get a base runner on.
1 ball, 1 strike. That ball hit high in the air in the left center gap. Center fielder giving chase, gets underneath it, puts the leather up, squeezes for out number 1.
So Ryan, tell me a little bit more about this bat again.
This is a Total Control Sports. It's a Cooperstown bat, maple bat.
Okay.
They're balanced.
Is it new for this summer season?
It's one of the 3 that were purchased for the summer league.
Okay.
Inside, 0-2.
Has a
2-0. Sorry, excuse me.
A teal color that looks a lot like a long shot's teal.
That was on purpose. Purpose.
Did you get to pick your own finish, or was that the way it was pre-made? Nice.
Well, pick 3 different ones out.
Did you get
Nick Misek over at Total Control Sports. And Nero takes a free pass there on an inside pitch, and on 4 straight. And he hustles down the line.
What was the name of that store again? Where can people find it?
Total Control Sports. I believe that's in Broadview. Could be wrong on that.
Official sporting goods store of your broadcasting network.
It is a supplier.
A supplier, okay.
They're also off. There are a couple of commercials we broadcast through Total Control Sports. They manufacture the heavy balls for the pitchers and for arm strength and
A lot of softball,
softball,
players, get their
baseball.
equipment there.
You can their products are featured at Dick's Sporting Goods and many other sporting goods stores across the country. Good throw. Might have had Nero there. He's quite speedy. He also runs a sub 760. Throw was offline and high, and Nero steals second base. And I guess with one out, we got a runner in scoring position. This hasn't happened too often today.
Well, I run a sub 67, so
Bunt down the third base line, foul. You run a sub 67?
Yes. I think is about the same thing.
Yeah.
I've been known to walk it.
The
Sub
60-yard dash is worthy of note. That is the distance from second base to home.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I saw you trying to check me. That is
Well, you know,
absolutely the truth. That's why that is a
my brain-
measurable stat.
In my head, converting yards to feet, Pythagorean theorem,
Wow.
a lot going on over here.
Sounds like Rooney's firing up his tractor.
Might be making a trip to the bullpen area, maybe on the tractor, check things out.
That ball misses high. Nero with the lead off. At least a third of the way down the line.
That was one of the grounds crew guys, Ryan. I always work on the facilities here, getting ready for the next game.
Oh, that ball hit up in the air in kind of no man's land.
Yeah.
Oh, Nero's going to be smoked at third. And that's going to be the second out of the inning. Not sure why we're trying to go to third there, Coach. Honestly, on a duck snort in the center field when you're chasing the 1,000 here. However,
Yeah. I think
fundamentally
he- you
not
know,
the right move, but what do I know? You know,
I think his main problem there was he was on second base rather than kind of lurking 10 feet off. You want to be close enough back to scamper back easily if the pop up is catch, but far enough off and make a quick enough read. You know, you got a great view of that from that spot out in second. Center fielder's right in front of you. You're looking back at the base. But it's been one of those days for the long shots today.
yeah, I mean, I was an all-conference tiddlywink player back in the mid 90s. You know, doesn't translate to baseball all that well.
Tiddlywinks, huh?
Yeah, where you pop the chip into the cup. You ever play that as a young man, Joel?
I'm trying to recall. It's few and far between, I could say.
It's right up there with jacks, ball and jacks.
I had marbles. I remember some jacks.
I think you
Mostly
still got some
marbles.
marbles
Shot a
up
lot of
there. Where do
marbles.
you carry them upstairs, do you?
Yeah. They're mostly spilled out of my head over the years. Mostly filled with those steel shooters. Is that what you called them? The
Yeah,
shooters?
shooters. I think we're reaching the point of diminishing returns here in the press box.
Sometimes these. All right. Well,
It's got to work down on it here. We're still getting underneath quite a bit of everything.
looks like we got a courtesy runner coming in here, Ryan. Give Rocco another chance to run the bases. Take two, they might say.
Yeah, maybe get another chance to do it again. See if we learned anything. There he
Well,
goes. He's off.
My velocity estimator shows 93 on that one. I'm going to say that was probably not a keeper. The velocity estimator. That's the technical name, Ryan, for
Velocity
devices
meter.
that,
Sounds like a dinosaur.
yeah.
Let's see if Colin can get an RBI here today.
He's gotten underneath them all, or that one he topped. He's got to split the difference a little here.
2, 2, and 2. Dirt. Hero gets runners around the corners here for Bryce Poston.
Now Collins coming in.
Words, Rooney's wisdom is what we call this.
We call it a Rooney roundup in our household, right?
A Rooney roundup.
For another Rooney
like
roundup.
that better. Long shots have managed 2 hits today. I mean, the second game.
It'd be a little risky to put too much base run.
Poston takes a hack at that one. In the dirt. 2 and 1. Jay's running out of pitchers, I believe.
You think so, Ryan? They do have 2 more tomorrow, so it's not always they don't have anybody else, but nobody they feel they can use.
They track it all the way to the back. Go, bud.
All right, here we go. Good spot here for the catcher.
Who aggravated that ankle? And he's
nowhere to put Roberts.
Probably getting a precautionary X-ray someplace. Here at the
Patel?
facilities, yeah.
Guys had some ice on the ankle. Left early in between games.
He was walking around under his own power. Hopefully it's just a little sprain.
Track it all the way. You're on it.
Luckily, we got the deep rosters here on the long shots.
The only thing I saw was an
feeling.
awkward going from first to second. It looked like he was going to slide, and then he did it. And he kind of had an awkward step, but I wonder if that was just enough to kind of tweak that ankle.
Yeah, it looked like I think there was also a defensive pickle that he may have been involved in later in that game.
Yes, there was.
He may have twisted it trying to peel off or take a step on that.
That ball in the dirt here.
It's really hard to say. We didn't get a chance to debrief him before he departed. He had to checked out. Maybe a post-game report. Maybe we can get an update in.
Roberts put the charge into that one out in the right field. That's going to fall, and that's going to do the job. And here comes Nero to score. And here comes Kiersgaard to score. And here we go. And wisely on the throw, Roberts goes to second base, and he gets a 2 RBI single, advances to second on the throw. And runners are at second and third, and it's 2-5. The excitement from Nate Roberts on that one was over the top. I about jumped out of his chair. Oh, is that what happened? That's $200 down the drain.
Right.
Gotta love the wooden bat leagues.
Ryan, where did you buy those bats from again?
Just another reminder, Total Control Sports in Broadview features a beautiful maple wood bat. And Yankin rather. Yankin takes it
Thank God
off
for the elbow guard.
the latissimus dorso.
Wow.
Bases are still full of shots.
Ryan Nero, biology.
Wish they'd
Major
serve one
in
up over
college.
here to the press box. Oh, zinger! Little Cristalino with a squeeze of lime.
Uh-oh. Look. Oh, we got our crack first base coach in the game now.
All right, Johnny Trago's coaching first. Frezzo, catcher in. Oh,
Get
boy.
that head in there, bub.
If
Big
Frezzo
hat
should
with
reach,
the-
it's going to roll the order over again, which would be
Easy for
nice
you
to
to
see.
say.
Easy for me to
It
say,
was
right?
a big hack, but it looked like he pulled the head out a little bit there and ended up fouling it off his foot. I'd like to see a good right center approach here.
That one up and in. Inside pitch. I think I'd turn my left butt cheek into it. Take one for the team here. Push another run across.
And
Or just get one in. That one's upstairs. As I said earlier, I think they're running this guy out. He's
yeah,
fouling
he's
coaches and
definitely
careful.
hoping to get some length out of him.
We might walk the long shots club right back into this thing. That one misses outside. It's 3-1. I believe Frezzo's taken all day here. Yep, he does. That's going to walk a run in. Bases stay loaded. That's going to bring up Byers and the pitching change here, looks like. Calling in the left fielder. And he's going to take the baseball. And this pitching change is brought to you by O'Neill's Pub. O'Neill's Pub in beautiful Lombard, Illinois on St. Charles Road, serving up frosty beverages and treats for over 35 years. Stop in and see Ed O'Neill, owner and proprietor of O'Neill's Pub.
Come on, base hit, bud.
All right, pitching change here for the Jays. They bring in number 17,
Hostler.
And with the bases full of shots, they're chasing 2 here. Colin Byers. First pitch in there for a strike. Looks to be in the upper 60s.
That was a 71 mile an hour pitch.
I was way off.
No, not way off. Our velocity estimator had that one at 71. The Tracy Nero velocity estimator, 2000.
The Velociraptor meter.
I don't know what happened to Tracy. Security must have walked around the facility when she reached the production box.
We're gonna have to tighten that up a little bit.
Oh.
Nowhere to put Colin here.
Usually she comes with a cool beverage in hand for you.
Oh, that's going to be trouble. It's popped up on the infield to
Yeah,
the third
boy.
baseman who squeezes it. And the pitching change proves to get the job done for the Jays as they stop the bleeding after 3 runs. Friars, oh gosh darn it, long shots chasing 2 here as we move into the bottom of 6. Long shots, 3 more outs to try to get this thing done. We'll be back in the action here in just a minute. All right, bottom of 6 here.
All right, Ryan, looks like no changes in the field. John is still on the mound. Looks like all the fielders from last inning remain in their same spots. Third base playing tight, protecting against a bunt.
Little flare to the second baseman on a one hop, puts a leather on it, throws over to first.
Oh,
I don't know what happened there. I think it was he got popped out of the glove, went for the underhand, and flipped it over the past the first baseman. Mm. And the leadoff man's aboard.
I think he bobbled their eye and then just kind of spooked himself. Tried to rush it again. Yeah, one of those days. Let's see if we can erase him here with a ground ball double play.
It'd be great to see that little Sparky going.
That one got a piece of the catcher, I think. Or sounded like a lot of plastic. No one seems to be walking
How could
it
that have
off.
been a foul ball then?
Pardon?
How could that have been a foul then?
It was a
hit the
foul
catcher.
tip that I think went off the catcher's mask. So
And then
foul
bounced
tip.
down the line.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. It caught a lot of plastic, as far as I could tell. In any event,
Sheely
back
down
to the
on
field.
strikes. Yes, sir. Hampton in number 7 for the Jays. What a way here.
56 miles per hour.
I don't know where that came from.
67 miles per hour.
First pitch strike there.
78 miles per hour.
Radar gun voice lady's going nuts. All right.
68 miles
Oh, hot shot past Callan at third. Fires it back in. Runners at first and second. It's going to be an error on Colin Kiersgaard there.
No, I don't think so. Good left fielder catches that one off a tip. He was trying to tip it to Nero, but Nero wasn't ready, I don't think.
That's about 110 miles an hour off the bat.
I think I got 90 something that I had to reject in my velocity estimator tool. Let's go back and see. This showed 84 off the bat. I don't think it's accurate when they get those angles. The radar works good straight on, but when you get left and right turns, it lacks a
Ball
little
flared out
accuracy.
into center
That
field.
could be trouble.
Oh my gosh, what a
Oh.
catch. Looks like it almost took off on him at the end. Made a nice leaping grab. That center fielder, he is pretty good out there. That's
Ricky Yankin.
yeah,
All
Yankin.
conference, remember, from out of Westmont High School.
Showing why right there. It's made some wonderful plays. Runners on base. It's 2 away now, so it's an important out. This thing's going to remain. And that ball flared out to the right. Man, that's going to do it. Wow, 1, 2, 3. They get it done. Kinda. Doesn't matter. And the long shots up back to their down to their last 3 outs. That's what we're looking for.
There you go.
Down to their last 3 outs. And I think I'm down to my last 3 outs here. We'll be back in the action in a minute here. All right, back in the action here as Ranger steps up for the plate for
Go, Matt.
All right, let's
long
get a couple
shots.
runs. What do you say, Ryan?
Yeah, chasing 2 here. Long shots are the away team, so like to see him put up a 4 or 5 here. Come back and close it out, split the day. 1 pitch at a time. 1-1 the count. The skies open up, sun's peeking out, temperature climbing.
It's definitely warmer now than it was when we kicked off the second game.
That might get through, and it does, through the hole between third and short. And that's a leadoff single. That'll bring up Nero.
All right.
Nero got the free pass on 4 straight, his last at bat.
I think we're due for a line drive here, Ryan.
Gave one a ride, and
No.
oh, here we go with this now. Shows bunt.
Yeah, we're chasing 2.
We're chasing 2, yeah.
Swing.
I think the coach just told him to swing away. I'm not quite sure what the. I guess he wanted him to start 0-1.
Why are we even calling a bunt there? We're chasing 2.
He just on his own. Protect. Oh, he hung on to it.
I mean, that's just a giveaway. It's just a giveaway.
Let's go, Jonah.
Just an awful day. Are we live?
Is this thing on?
We're going to burn this footage. It's not how we wanted to start the season. I've seen Rocco bunt never in a game.
Pitch.
Yeah, it's been wonderful. You're chasing 2, leadoff man's on, and we're going to lay a bunt down? I can't believe he would do that himself. Ever.
Maybe he misread a sign.
That's all it was.
Is that one of the Kit Cadillac 1-out bunts that we saw?
In extra innings. Chasing. Chasing 2 with a runner at second.
We were down 2 at the time, so it wasn't even a tying run. Yeah. It's one of those where it might be worth calling a timeout and going to talk to the coach. Like, is that really what you want me to do? I'm trying to constantly get Colin to like watch like these college games and stuff. Like, let's watch some. Let's learn. Because I know he plays a lot of video game baseball, but I don't think you pick that stuff up in the video game baseball because you're not. No one's ever like, oh, I'm gonna bunt for sack bunt in this video game. What do we have there? What happened to the head in? Right center. Late. You got to rush back to take your nap.
Rush back. Yeah, relax.
Go, Con.
That one gets away. That'll advance the runners. Tying runs now at second. Big spot here.
Yeah, like, wait a minute.
Tying runs on second, Ryan, and he's taken down that Not showing a lot of faith in Colin. So we have a tying run at second. I wouldn't say it got it done. Cameras up anyone? I got it.
Nice, kid.
Now you're taking something down over Dilly Wanker. Doodly doo.
Oh. 17.